Hello everyone and welcome to Nancy Drew: The Curse of Blackmoor Manor. This one looks like a lot of fun. As usual, I've never played this game before, so let's just get right into it.
Welcome to my latest case, The Curse of Blackmoor Manor. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Gameplay Overview.
Junior, please, as usual.
Dear Ned, greetings from jolly old England. Although right now I'm not so sure about the jolly part. That's because I'm on my way to Blackmoor Manor, where the daughter of one of our neighbors is living. The daughter, whose name is Linda, recently married Hugh Penvellyn, a British diplomat. Hugh travels a lot, so the only people at the manor with Linda are Hugh's aunt, Mrs. Drake, and Hugh's 12-year-old daughter, Jane. The thing is, ever since Linda moved into the manor, her health has gone downhill. She's practically bedridden, and no one seems to know why. Her mother is convinced something is terribly wrong and wants me to find out what. So here I am, about to be dropped off at a huge centuries-old mansion in the middle of a dark, foggy moor. I can't tell whether the butterflies in my stomach are because I'm excited or just a tad creeped out. Talk to you soon. I hope. Nancy.
Night, miss. Good luck.
Who's there? Hello? There's something out there!
Where, child?
Over there! I mean, something was out there.
Come in. I'm Mrs. Drake. I take it you are Nancy Drew?
Yes, and I really did see something, Mrs. Drake. I heard something, too.
Oh, people are always seeing and hearing things on the moor at night, especially you Americans. Why don't you just go on up to your room? It's the one with the moon on the door.
I'd like to see Linda, if I could.
I'm afraid Linda is, not quite ready to meet with you just now. But please, come see me after you've unpacked. I'll be in the conservatory.
All right, thank you.
Alright. So that was an interesting start. We've already got a creepy person growling our name from the shadows and a red-eyed thingy out there. Anyway, my first thought upon hearing that Linda is mysteriously bedridden is that maybe somebody's poisoning her. I don't know. It's way too early to be making theories, but... The animations on that lady looked pretty smooth. I don't know if that's just because it was still the opening cutscene or if that'll continue for the rest of the game, but I appreciated that. Anyway. You can't send emails in England because it's too expensive? Interesting. Okay.
Check.
Find the conservatory, talk to Mrs. Drake, talk to Linda as soon as I can. Any items yet? Nope. Okay, you wanted to look on the web about... Actually, let's look at our email first. Okay, it's because of the phone plan that we can't send emails. Alright then. Bess and George. Okay, looks like we won't be talking to them in this game. Hardy Boys. We probably can't talk to them either. Yeah, nope. Oh, we can talk to Ned, though. Finally. It's been, like, what, 4 games since we were able to talk to him or something? Is that a telescope stand?
A tripod. For a camera, maybe?
Well, yeah, camera works too, but telescopes are cooler, don't you think? Okay, we got a phone here. And a... oh, alarm clock. I guess this is another game with a day and night cycle. I can turn the light off. I don't know why I want to do that, unless there's something that glows in the dark later on or something. We can call the cook and we can call Hugh. So it's like a in the manor sort of phone service. Internal line, is that what they call it? I don't know anything about phones. I don't even have a proper smartphone. Oh, I was just about to say it looks like something to do with constellations. Hey, Corvus! So that's the autumn equinox. That was the summer solstice we just passed, and before that was this spring equinox, I think? So this should be the... is this the winter solstice? Yeah, I think so, because Pisces is like... February or something, right? I might be wrong about that, but it's like the different constellations you can see at different times of the year. Yeah, I think this is the spring equinox. My Latin is pretty terrible because I never tried to learn it, so... Okay.
Wonder what goes there.
There's a lot of, astronomy stuff going on, and I like that.
Something fits in here, but what?
Something we haven't found yet, Nancy. We've been here for 2 minutes. Ah, Nancy's trusty suitcase. With the same clothes she always has. It's probably different clothes, I don't remember. Yep, still don't know Latin. But this is very cool looking. There's a star, there's a compass rose, there's a couple meteors, and a bird. So they like the sky around here. Ooh, book.
John Penvellyn.
Okay, that's a relative of the person that Linda married. Granny and the Water Fairy. In a faraway place beside a pond since gone dry, there lived a frog named Granny. Granny was content to live by himself and never ventured into the pond, for back then it was a fearsome place full of crocodiles that lurked beneath the surface, just waiting for a tasty little morsel like Granny to swim by. But one day, a beautiful princess appeared on the other side of the pond. Like Granny, she was by herself, for she had been unfairly banished from her father's kingdom. Sometimes at night, Granny could hear her singing sad songs and talking to herself out of loneliness. He longed to swim across the pond so they could keep each other company, but he knew the crocodiles would eat him if he tried. So he sat on the shore, croaking mournfully in the moonlight, all alone. Then one day, a kind-hearted water fairy appeared in the mist above the swamp that surrounded the pond, and told Granny that she would help him across the pond so that he and the princess could be together. Why do I feel like this is gonna have a sad ending? How? Granny asked. I cannot swim across, for the crocodiles are fast and fierce, and I've eaten more friends and relatives than I dare to count. Hello. Ah, elements. Thank you. Well, I'm not going to remember that, so I'll just have to remember it's in this book. You will not have to swim, the water fairy replied, for I shall make a path for you. And don't forget, crocodiles tend to hide in the middle of the pond and near trees, and they hate boats. With that, a lily pad suddenly appeared in the pond in front of Granny. Although he was still afraid, he summoned his courage and hopped onto it. Then another lily pad appeared, and after that another, then another. Granny leapt from one to the next, his tiny heart pounding in his chest. Until at long last he leapt from the last lily pad onto the dock where the princess sat. She was delighted to see the little frog, and when she realized that Granny had made the perilous journey across the pond just to be with her, she smiled for the first time since her banishment. So grateful was she for Granny's company that she gave the water fairy a gift, a bright red key, which the water fairy soon put to use, and all three lived happily ever after. Okay, there's a relevance to this, definitely. Like, what's the red key for? You can't just end the story there. So, am I going to find a red key somewhere? Interesting. Okay, that's a puzzle that I have no clue what to do about. Oh, it's the phases of the moon. And 3 lights. No clue what that means, though. Yes. What are these called? Newton's Cradle? But they're fun. Inertia. No, I don't want to leave the room just yet. Have we looked everywhere? Oh wow, that's a big chariot. Okay, we got some, like, ancient Egyptian stuff, and over here is, like... I can't remember if that's Greek or Roman. I want to say it's Greek. That sort of art style. And that looks like... Is that Zeus or Apollo? Or maybe it's a different deity. Anyway, let's go somewhere else. I need to get lost and try and start learning the way around this place.
Ethel, do I have to learn this?
Yes, I'm afraid you do.
If I do well, can we play a game?
Yes, but only in French.
Oh.
Okay, that's the daughter, I think. Who looked very mean in that picture we saw.
I need the key.
Come back later, please.
Okay. I will talk to you later. Goodbye.
Hmm.
Hello, you're a cool gargoyle. I like your beak.
I need something else for this.
Oh, forget it. Stay in Italy as long as you want, then. Some kind of husband you're proving to be. It's not all in my head. Don't bother.
Was that Linda? She sounded American, so... Hello? Is anyone here? Somebody left their phone behind. We're not gonna snoop? Come on, Nancy.
Linda? Hi, it's me, Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew, our friendly neighborhood detective. Well, welcome to Blackmoor Manor. I apologize for greeting you under such unusual circumstances.
So, how are you feeling?
How am I feeling? Well, I feel like... I feel like something really strange is happening.
Linda is a strange person so far.
Could you be more specific?
Could I be more specific? Ah, the ace detective is grilling me for details. I'm tired all the time, my mouth is dry, my vision is blurry, but that's not important. Here's what's important, Nancy. There are some doors that should never be opened. There are some doors that hold secrets which must never be known. That's everything you need to know. Now if...
Mummy, can I come in?
No, you're supposed to be in your lessons.
Lessons are over. I want to meet Nancy.
I said no, Jane.
Okay.
That was my stepdaughter. She can be such a pest sometimes. Anyway, I understand you feel an obligation to my mother, but trust me, there's nothing you can do. You're welcome to stay, but I strongly recommend that you go home as soon as possible.
Well, Linda's already the most suspicious person.
I can't go home empty-handed. It might jeopardize my ace detective status. Linda? Okay, I'll let you rest. But I'll be back. I'm here for you if you need me. Hi, Linda. I'll be going now.
I kind of feel bad for Jane. Jane now. I'm sorry for calling you mean. Mean looking. I would like to meet her too. Yeah, Linda is strange so far. Also, which door did I come in through? I think it was the one over here, right? Pictures. I'm guessing this is Linda since we can't really see her in the room right now. They're doing a better job at pasting other people's heads onto different bodies. I guess I can mark that off the task list.
That's done.
Oh, web search for the... I never did look at the Blackmoor Manor website or whatever.
This must be Mrs. Drake's room.
I'll worry about that later.
Guess she's not in her room.
Okay, she's not there. So... I feel like this is a parrot. It looks like a birdcage.
Oh, it's just a parrot.
Scared ya?
Hey, buddy, I love birds.
No, you didn't.
Did you? Did you?
What's your name?
Lolo, 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 Lolo.
Okay, I get the point. Lulu.
Lolo, 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 Lolo.
Do you by any chance know Latin?
Quiste rogavit, bene vidi vici, semper ubi sub ubi, morituri status.
I'll take that as a yes. Would you mind translating something for me?
Fire away.
So I always take a look at the help screen before I start these games, and they told me that I could ask Lulu for hints, and I wasn't sure who Lulu was, but apparently that's the bird. So this is our hint system for the game, I suppose.
Bruma?
The longest day of the year is solstitium, the summer solstice. The shortest day is bruma, the winter solstice. Equinoctium vernum is a spring equinox. Equinoctium autumnalis is a fall equinox. Day equals night. Lulu's always right.
Bye, bird.
Don't leave me. I love you.
I'm so sorry, but I can't take you with me. The game won't let me.
I need the key.
See you around, Lulu. Do I want to go upstairs or downstairs? Let's go downstairs first.
There goes my cell phone. Hello?
Hi, Nancy. It's Mrs. Petrov. How is everything? Have you seen Linda yet?
Literally speaking, no, but I did talk to her. Not that she told me anything.
I'm just about at my wit's end. I've never known her to act like this. The last doctor that examined her said that aside from a little dry skin, which is not unusual for her, she was perfectly fine.
Why is she hiding behind that curtain?
I have no idea. When I was out there last week, I got fed up and pulled the curtain back. She threw a fit, but otherwise she looked absolutely normal. A little pale, perhaps, but who wouldn't be pale, cooped up like that? Something has changed her. Something in that house. Hugh is just as bewildered and upset by her behavior as I am. Please get to the bottom of this, Nancy. You're our last hope.
Where is Hugh?
He was called to Rome. As a diplomat, he's always being called out of the country without warning and without any say in the matter. He'd much rather be there with Linda, although...
Although what?
It's just that Hugh said it hasn't been very easy for him to talk to her lately. Whenever he calls, which is at least once a day, Linda always seems to fly off the handle for no reason, which doesn't make sense. Linda has always been extremely level-headed and even-tempered. She never gets angry. At least she didn't used to.
Yeah, we heard her yelling on the phone to him a minute ago.
Who exactly is Mrs. Drake?
She's Hugh's aunt. She's taken care of Blackmoor Manor ever since her brother died. He was Hugh's father. She's a bit of a character.
In what way?
The way she spends all her time in that conservatory, slouching around, trowel in hand, murmuring to herself. You'd think she was burying something. Or somebody.
Nothing wrong with having a hobby.
Goodbye, Mrs. Petrov.
Goodbye, Nancy. Oh, one more thing. My niece is on call and her husband's out of town, and I told her I'd go over there and babysit if she had to work. So if you call and I don't answer, that's why. Bye.
Okay. Getting some more information on this family. So Linda's had a apparently sudden change of personality.
I need something else for this.
Ooh, lots of puzzles. Built into the actual structure of the house, too. I'm gonna have to do something with these coat of arms, aren't I? Yeah, they're all different. Well, you sure like your fleur-de-lis, Mr. Powdered Wig. Oh, this person doesn't have a coat of arms. He has a gargoyle, though, and yeah, I like his hair. Yeah, this person is cool. Oh, so is this person in their cloak. And this person is just a Shakespeare wannabe. Oh, I like this coat of arms. That's cute. What's in here? Oh, is this a conservatory? Lots of plants. Ooh, lion head. I enjoy gardening. I don't have a garden at the moment, just potted plants, but I like taking care of them.
Looks like John Penvelyn may have developed some of the plants that are in here himself.
Cool. The Amateur Plant Hybridizers Association of Great Britain. Cool. Oh, there's a puzzle. You have frogs.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work. This must be some kind of well, but where's the water? Anyone down there?
Did you think somebody was down there, Nancy? Okay, I thought I heard somebody in here. Oh, nice pitcher plant. It's huge.
A carnivorous plant. Cool.
That's not quite how they work, but sure.
That's probably not a good idea.
That's definitely not how they work, but I will ignore that for the sake of comedy. Oh hey, there you are. I should talk to her before messing with her plants.
All settled in? Good. I'm happy that you're visiting Linda, but I know how much you teenagers like your televisions and loud stereos, so I must insist that you act respectfully and civilly while you stay with us. Since my nephew Hugh is away on business, I am in charge of this household, and if there's one thing I cannot stand, it's noise. Hugh's daughter Jane is staying with us and would very much like to meet you, but please try not to distract her. She has her studies and mustn't be disturbed during her lessons.
Also, I just realized that when Nancy got eaten by that plant, that was the most we've ever seen of her. She has half a character model now. Just legs, but still.
Is anyone else staying here?
We do not have any permanent house staff, if that's what you mean. The Penvellyns have always been self-reliant. We get on quite well without being continuously mollycoddled by a squadron of insipid, gossiping ne'er-do-wells. Now, we do have two other house guests. Are Mr. Nigel Mukherjee, who is researching the Penvelyn family history in the library, and Ethel Bossany, Jane's tutor.
Okay, so there's two other people that we haven't met yet, Nigel and Ethel.
Do you know what's wrong with Linda?
Oh, Linda simply needs some time to adjust to her new living situation. England is not the United States. We do things differently, or should I say properly, here. The doctor believes it's just a case of nerves.
Is that what you believe?
I don't know, and the doctors don't know. No one seems to know anything. All I've been told is that Linda is unwell and that in her stead, I must look after matters. Now, please, I really do not have time to entertain you. You may have the run of the house, but do not break anything, and refrain from mucking about with items that aren't yours. Two rules Jane seems incapable of following. And before I forget, our kitchen is being remodeled, so our dining situation is rather unorthodox. I've made arrangements with a local restaurant to deliver meals to us. There should be a programmed number for them on the phone in your room. Feel free to order whatever you'd like.
Nice.
I'm concerned about that thing I saw outside.
It was purely your imagination, unless you saw a stray dog. But I will not countenance any histrionics about this issue. We have enough to worry about with Linda. And please do not get any ideas about going outside to investigate. I do not want you tracking mud all over this house.
This conservatory is very beautiful, but why isn't there any water in the well?
I'm not quite sure. We never really used it, but it was always full of water. That is until my brother died. And then it just dried up. Most of these plants were brought over by my grandfather. He was quite the adventurer. I remember when he brought back Lulu from the Amazon. At first, Mother wouldn't allow us to play with it because it had picked up too many unsuitable words from sailors. But it gradually learned proper manners.
I love swearing parrots. Those are the best.
Can you tell me about Lulu?
Lulu is a very old parrot. She must be over 80 years old. Please be very careful with her, especially if you feed her. Parrots have quite delicate constitutions, you know.
Yeah, parrots live for a really long time. The sad thing is that a lot of people get a pet parrot just because they think it'll be fun, and then they don't feel like taking care of it anymore, and they end up just abandoning it or giving it up to a rescue or whatever, so a lot of parrots end up in pretty bad situations. Please, if you feel like getting a pet parrot, do your research. And that's my PSA for the day.
Goodbye.
Good evening.
Messing with her plants is probably not a good idea.
I agree. But we can take her pills, though.
Do you have allergies, Mrs. Drake?
Oh, yes. Hay fever. Although I'm not at all sure what's worse, my allergies or that medication. It makes me feel as if I'm about to float right out of my shoes.
Interesting. Okay, this is going to be relevant for something. It may cause drowsiness. So, I don't want to accuse anybody of anything just yet, but I did say that it's possible Linda was being poisoned, or possibly.
Hungry? Who's ready for some nummies?
Did you say something, Mrs. Drake?
Not to you, dear.
Poisoned or possibly drugged. So, not saying Mrs. Drake did it, but there are prescription drugs in the house.
Aren't you the pretty spider plant?
She seems like she really loves her plants, though, which I can appreciate. Like I said, it's good to have a hobby. Oh, more coats of arms on the wall. Ooh, nice deer. I love deer. I also love acorns. Random fact. Acorns are cool. Hello. Oh, this is the kitchen?
Wonder what happened in there.
Fire damage. Interesting. So the kitchen recently caught fire, and the well stopped after Mrs. Drake's father died. Oh, cricket, right? I know very little about cricket, except that it's a popular sport in England. And I think in other countries too, like Australia maybe? I'm not a sports person to begin with. I like playing tennis, but I don't really have the opportunity very often. There's so many coat of arms. Oh, is this the grandfather? He has Lulu. Something about... Anima is life. I don't know if this is life or animals. Again, my Latin is not good. Oh, is that a creepy, like, coin-operated dummy kind of thing? I don't like you. Your eyes are terrifying. I have no clue what this is. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here, so I'll leave you alone for now. Sorry to bother you. We're gonna have to win something from it though, aren't we? Ooh, this person's cool. Oh, this is that coat of arms we saw earlier. Yeah, this person must be the astronomer, because they have a telescope back there. This person looks like they might have been a military person. This person has a nice feather in their hat. Also a nice goatee. Good job, dude.
I'd better stay inside. If I track mud in the house, Mrs. Drake'll kill me.
Fair enough. Oh, there's computers. I was not expecting that.
Fascinating piece, isn't it? James Penvellyn sculpted it in 1591, although it appears that wand was added at a later date. He was quite a flamboyant figure and never married. But one day, a child appeared quite mysteriously in the castle, and he took her in as his own. That was Eleanor, and many of the townfolk believed her to be a changeling or fairy baby.
He was flamboyant and never married, huh? I have an idea of what that means.
Ah yes, are you here from the agency? It's about time.
No, I'm Nancy Drew, a friend of Linda's.
How do you do? I'm Nigel Mukherjee. I'm researching the Penvellyn family, and Mrs. Drake has graciously opened the library for me. Nothing much has been written about the Penvellyns. Until now.
Sounds intriguing.
It might have something to do with their scandalous history. Or perhaps it has something to do with the family treasure.
Of course there's a treasure. Why wouldn't there be? Tell me about the history, though.
Scandalous history?
Well, having a family member burned as a witch can hardly be considered a mark of pride, I dare say. And then there's the whole business with the Blackmoor beast.
I would like to know about both of these things, please.
Who was the family member?
Eleanor Penvellyn, tried and convicted of witchcraft in 1650, quite the height of the witch trials here in Essex. It was rumored that Cromwell arranged the conviction.
Ooh.
But she wasn't actually a witch?
Who knows? Lady Penvellyn was a rather vocal critic of Cromwell's policies and helped many of his enemies flee the country. Whether she actually was a practitioner of witchcraft is unknown, although many visitors to the manor during her tenure reported hearing strange, ghostly bells. Some even saw phantom hands floating about the manor, tolling their charmed chimes.
Ooh, cool.
Tell me about the Penvellyn family treasure.
For centuries, the Penvellyns have been very secretive. Some believe they're protectors of a fabulous treasure, or of some dark secret.
Or both.
Can you tell me about the Blackmoor beast?
It's a story that's been told for generations out here. During the 1600s, many of the villagers reported seeing a strange beast with red eyes and giant fangs prowling the moors. They asked the mistress of Blackmoor Manor, Eleanor Penvellyn, to put a bounty on the beast's head. But, oddly enough, she not only refused, she forbade anyone from hunting the creature. It was rumored that the beast was Eleanor's husband, whom she had cursed for finding out too much about the Penvellyn secret.
Ooh, that's cool.
When I was walking up to the house, I saw something with red eyes that called out to me.
Really? How extraordinary. Are you sure it wasn't just jet lag?
Positive, and I heard it make this kind of growling sound.
Perhaps it was the cursed husband of Eleanor Penvellyn, prowling about the moors in search of lost Yanks.
Very funny. Who are all those paintings of in the Great Hall?
Those are the Penvellyns who owned Blackmoor Manor at one time or another.
I figured.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Goodbye. Hello, Nancy.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Goodbye.
Alright, cool. That was Nigel, correct? And this looks... is this Hermes? Or I suppose Mercury, depending on which set of mythology we're talking about. At least I think those two are the same ones. Greco-Roman mythology is... I always get the names mixed up. Yeah, I'm surprised they have computers. Law books, 16th century.
I doubt you'll find much of interest in there. They're mainly law books. Charles Penvelyn was a prominent judge in the 16th century. Sad to say, he lost his son at a young age, left his estate to his grandson, Thomas.
How did you see what I was looking at? Isn't there like a wall between us over here? You're psychic. Yeah, there's totally a wall.
Those manuscripts are very old and brittle. They date back to the 14th century. Odo Penvelyn collected most of them. His father, Randolph, and son Milo were rather more interested in military victories than in book collecting.
Ooh, I hope I don't have to remember all these names, because I am not good with names. And it sounds like they have a very big family tree.
Interesting. I'm researching Philippe Penvelyn, and it appears that many scholars believe he was a pirate. That would explain his source of wealth.
Pirates are cool. Computer! We're gonna look at the computer in a minute. I want to finish checking out the bookshelves. Novels!
Those are mainly Penelope Penvelyn's collections of French novels. She was a patron to a raft of artists, and her salon was quite popular. She was quite the libertine, even kept her maiden name after her marriage.
Oh, good for her.
Achoo!
Gesundheit.
Danke.
Okay, we can't look at this one. Or this one, so let's check the computer.
Do you mind if I use this computer?
No, not at all. But it's very old. Feel free to use mine if I'm not here.
Who's Alan?
Alan Penvelyn was a noted researcher in computers and languages. Jane let me into his computer, but there was nothing much of interest on it.
What's the password?
I'm not sure.
Have to ask Jane then.
Achoo!
À tes souhaits.
Merci.
Lots of languages going on.
I couldn't quite track the provenance of that piece, but Philippe must have brought it back from the New World. He became quite wealthy as a merchant in the Americas and restored Blackmoor's original splendor after it had been abandoned for years. His daughter Penelope continued the renovation, commissioning the construction of this library by Roger Vizier, who built a similar one for the French general Jean Le Boeuf.
Interesting. Well, it's very nice of Nigel to allow us to use his computer when he's not here. That also makes him less suspicious, because it gives me the feeling he has nothing to hide on there. Either that or he just has very good password protection on his stuff. This person looks like a vampire. Okay. Yeah, this entire video is just going to be me exploring the manor. I think I looked at everything down here. Now there was an upstairs too, wasn't there? Okay, our room's right at the end of the hall here. Hey, Lulu. Is there only upstairs or can I go down here as well? No, just up. Okay. Dramatic piano. Interesting. Well, I think I'll have to match those sounds up with the notes and then do something with that later on. Can I talk to Jane?
Hi. You
Hi.
must be Nancy. I'm so pleased you're here. I'm Jane. I know you've come to visit my stepmom, but I'd love it if you could pop by whenever you get the chance. Oh, we'll have such fun. Let's play a game.
She sounds nice, but her face is kind of creepy. I'm sorry, Jane.
Sure, Jane. What would you like to play?
Let's play this card game I found in your room. Actually, it's Bridget's room. I mean, it used to be her room. I mean, she died like 300 years ago. You can see a painting of her in the Great Hall. She's the one with the telescope.
Okay, cool.
So you have to match up a pair of constellations. I made all the matches in 40 tries. Try to beat my record.
Okay, matching game. Cassiopeia, Cygnus, the Swan, Corvus, the Crow, Corona, the Crown, Columba. Nope. Crater. Scutum. Crater. Telescopium. Grus. Corona. Corvus. Musca. Aquila. Aquila's like a hawk, right? Yeah. Lyra. Musca? No, that's Grus. Musca. Cygnus. Aquila. Lyra. Cassiopeia. Scutum. Grus.
You beat my score! Felicitations!
That was fun, but I'd like to ask you some questions.
Sure, what do you want to know? About Mummy? I mean, Linda. I do hope you'll help. She's been a bit out of sorts lately.
Do you know why she doesn't want to be seen?
I think maybe it's because of the lady in black. I was playing in Mummy's room when she wasn't there, and when I looked up, there was a lady all dressed in black putting something on Mummy's nightstand.
Interesting.
Did you recognize the woman?
I couldn't see her face because she wore a cape with a hood. The lady put a note on Mummy's nightstand, but I didn't read it. That's when Mummy started feeling poorly. I don't want to think about that. Let's play a game. It will cheer me up.
Not right now, but maybe later.
You can come in any time you want, even if I'm not here. I've got some really smashing things. I'm so happy you've come, Nancy. I hope you can make Mummy feel better.
Alright, cool. I'm just gonna look around her room real quick. Monsters.
Nigel gave that to me when I was in the library once. I think he was hoping it would scare me, but it didn't. I'm too smart to believe in that sort of stuff.
Werewolves! Wait, hold on. I think I saw this book in the, Secrets Can Kill Remastered, or at least this one right here. I think somebody in the comments mentioned that, all the books in there were references to other games, so... I guess that's not really a surprise.
This phone number just might come in handy.
Oh, apparently werewolves might be relevant, possibly related to the beast. Oh, an introduction to runes. I'm going to need to know this, aren't I? Well, it looks like Jane has had a lot of fun. I did the same thing in all my, like, school papers. I would always doodle in the margins and stuff like that. Ooh, you have a little oven.
I use that to make cakes for Lulu the parrot. That's why the ingredients are so nasty. Like, I would eat mealworms. Aren't you glad we don't have to use that thing to cook our food?
I saw the kitchen. What happened to it?
I guess you could say I happened to it. But it was Ethel's fault. She inspired me to study the oxidation rates of different kinds of cookie doughs. Only my snickerdoodle experiment got away from me.
Cool. Some people eat mealworms. Don't judge.
Mealworms. Ugh.
Yeah, let's snoop on all her stuff.
Who's this?
That's my mum, my real mum. She's an opera singer. It's not like she's famous or anything, but she does live in Paris.
She's very pretty, and also I think this is an actual picture, not one that's been, like, cobbled together from a couple other pictures. Ooh, you have peppermints. Can I have some?
What is this book?
Don't know, really. Ethel gave it to me. She said it belonged to my grandfather. Do you think Brady Armstrong is cute?
Nice reference. I love the callbacks to other games. Okay, those are for the planets, right? I think so. There's a lot of astronomy going on. Oh, these are the elements, right? What was it? I don't remember what they all were. Like water, earth, fire, air, or something. I mean,
Each
I know.
of those cups seems to be associated with a Roman numeral.
I mean, obviously I remember what the elements are, I just don't remember what the symbols stand for. Oh, these are puzzles, aren't they? I feel like this is a guidebook on how to solve a lot of the puzzles in the game. But I don't understand what it means yet. Ooh, you got some nice Japanese artwork, too.
That was written by Charles Penvelyn way back in like the 1500s. When I read it, it seemed really familiar, you know?
As the moon rises upon thee, fear not, but draw upon the strength of absent friends, and toast to their memories and happiness and wonder. With the stalwart heart of a knight, let charity be thy guiding angel. Stay firm in the knowledge as a dedicated geometer, and fear not the ravages of Father Time. For, dear child, as you learn the lessons of folly, the secrets of this world shall dawn in thy soul. Cool. That sounds fancy. Okay, anything else to look at in here?
I totally love that show. Isn't Brady Armstrong so dreamy? Total hottie.
I feel like this is a reference to something. It's like One Tree Hill or something like that. I've never watched One Tree Hill, so I don't even know what that show's about. Why? Guinea
You
pig!
had a guinea pig?
Yes, but it died.
When?
I don't know. I'd really rather not think about it, alright?
Gee, that was a bit rude, Nancy. Your pet died? When?
Looks like you're learning some interesting stuff.
Bet you wouldn't say that if you were the one who had to learn it.
Okay, biography, interests about Bridget Penvelyn, learning French, learning Latin, science about gravity and constellations, math, geometry, algebra, English, literature, mostly Charles Dickens right now, art projects. Cool. Pretty good curriculum. Nice variety. Anyway, I'm going to stop here for now. Gonna step outside so Jane will stop humming. Anyway, I like the setting so far. It's very cool. The characters seem pretty interesting. Linda is strange. I need to do some web searches.
I'm finished with that.
Okay, we talked to
Check.
Nigel. Talked to Jane.
I'm finished with that.
Okay, it looks like I can go ahead and do that stair puzzle, but I'll do that next time. Cool. Well, we got a nice set of things to do next time. Jane seems very nice. Mrs. Drake seems strict, but also fairly nice. Linda's weird, I already said that. Nigel is very eager to share information, which could be very helpful for us. And Lulu is an adorable bird, and I love them. Anyway, I'm curious to see what exactly this beast is, figure out why Linda's attitude has changed, who that mysterious lady in black was. Like, I thought maybe it might have been Linda herself, I don't know. Maybe Mrs. Drake? It apparently wasn't Jane, though. Also, should I have Jane on the suspects list? She's a young child. I don't know. I don't think they would make her the culprit, but then again, I don't really want to rule anyone out. Like, the only person I can rule out is Lulu. I'm pretty sure Lulu didn't do anything wrong. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!